Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Brittany Bull, and today my guest here is Karen Mayville with the Rotary Club of Quincy. Welcome to the round table, Karen.
Thank you, and hello to everyone.
Hello. All right, so we're here to talk about a big event of the Rotary Clubs. I heard it's the 12th annual.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
12th annual Oktoberfest.
Yay, Oktoberfest. It's something that, is in our roots with Quincy.
Yes,
it's
it
just
is.
something that I like to celebrate our German heritage with, the good beer and the brats.
Of course, good beer and brats, that's what it's all about. We will have brats, hamburgers, and hot dogs this year. Now, we're giving our grill crew a break.
Okay.
They've been so busy this summer with a variety of events that we're going to have someone do the cooking for us, but food will still be there.
Do you know who's doing the cooking?
Milton's this year.
Awesome. That's going to be fun. Love that kind of street food. And then I know some of the other things that you're offering during Oktoberfest, the tunnel tours. Can you tell me a little bit about those?
The tunnel tours are being done by Cuba, which is the fundraising 501c3 for the brewery area and the museum. So they're actually doing the tunnels.
Awesome.
And I would suggest you get a reservation because they go fast.
Really?
Very fast. Rarely do they have an open slot. They might, but go reserve.
Okay,
reserve
so
it.
reservation for the tunnel
Yes.
tours. Where do they get their reservations at for this?
Okay, very good. They're going to go to the Dick Brothers Brewery's website.
Okay.
And the tours will be from like 12 to 5 every half hour.
Okay.
And $10, I believe.
Awesome. It's definitely worth the value. Ashley and I went and visited one on a road trips with Randy. It was phenomenal. And if you haven't seen that, check that out. But actually go on the tour because he didn't give away all the secrets on the video. It was
No, you have to take that tour. I mean, it is phenomenal.
Yes.
I remember the first time being down there and it was like, wow, and to think how extensive it was under the city of Quincy, going all the way to the Mississippi River. I mean, that's mind-boggling.
Yes, it's awesome stories, too, behind each turn. It was a great tour. Okay, so we've talked food, we've talked tunnels. We haven't spoke about the live music.
Yes, we've got 3 bands, and are you waiting?
Yep.
Okay. At 12 to 3 is the So Grand Polka Band. They're from St. Louis.
Okay.
And we're bringing back Uber Cool from 3:30 to 6:30. They're also from St. Louis. And, of course, there's the gentleman, or people, it would be Jared Holbrook.
Yeah.
And he's from 7 to 10. He's our favorite. We always like him to end the show.
The gentlemen rock the socks off of people when it comes to that show. But then we also have, you said the German band was from St. Louis this time?
Both of them, So Grand Polka and Uber Cool, are both from St. Louis.
Cool. Sounds like a great time. And then what is the cost of this event?
Free. You just pay for food and drinks. However, you do have to pay for our beer and brat dash.
Okay. What's the beer and brat dash?
Well, you get to run down the street. You start with a beer, and you kind of drink it as you go down the street. Get a brat, got to eat it as you come back up the street, and both have to be finished. The first one across the line who finished both their beer and brat gets a nifty prize.
This sounds like my kind of race going down. I don't know how quickly I would be able to finish it coming back. I'm kind of like a slow eater, and I really like to taste what I'm eating. So I don't know if the race is going to be for me. But, okay, so you did say that costs money.
That costs money. It's part of the fundraising.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. This whole thing is about fundraising for the Quincy Rotary Club, which is a service club that services 80 businesses and community leaders. They focus on community service.
Yes, indeed.
How can people get involved in the Rotary Club?
You just have to do is visit our website, which is, you had to ask me, Quincy Rotary. .org.
They can Google it. You can figure this out. But if this is something that you're looking to get involved with the community, this is one of the greatest service clubs.
It really is. You can even drop into a meeting to see if we're a fit for you.
Yeah.
We meet every Tuesday at the Holiday Inn on Oak Street.
Okay.
Now next
What time on Tuesday?
Noon.
All right.
However, next week, I have to announce we will be on the road. We're going to be at the Villa Catherine because we're going to dedicate a peace pole.
That is So anyone can join to this, right?
Yes, anyone can come.
So next Tuesday at the Villa Catherine, the Rotary Club will be there, and if you want to check them out.
And I think the dedication will actually be more around 1 o'clock.
Okay. Beautiful site as well.
Yes, I know.
Back to Oktoberfest real quick. There was one thing that I read that's new this year. A costume contest?
Oh, yes. Wear your best Drindle and your best Lederhosen or whatever else you want to put together.
Wait, what's Drindle? I know what Lederhosen is, but what's Drindle?
A Drindle is a traditional dress.
Okay. For both men and women?
For women.
Okay. I know we see the men in skirts too, and hey, I kind of like it. It's fun.
Yeah, I think we did this several years ago. Yes, we had one person who did, one man who did it.
Who did the full outfit.
The full outfit. He looked pretty good in his outfit with his beard and mustache and all. Unfortunately, he didn't win the contest because we had another contestant who did pretty good.
Nice, nice. But this, what did they win for the costume contest? You know?
Oh, it's a secret.
Okay. That makes it even better.
And that's at 3 o'clock.
Okay, so one last time, Oktoberfest, what's the date?
September.
I
always want to say October because we started off in October.
Yeah.
And then
you started off planning into October.
And scheduling 1 year brought us to September.
Oh my gosh!
So you planned this? The weather was so beautiful. We thought we got to do this now the last Saturday of September. So it's been the last Saturday in September for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So that would be September 27th from noon to 10.
I think it's the traditional Oktoberfest too.
If I understand it right, Oktoberfest would start in September and go until the first Saturday in October when there would be a race, a horse race.
Lots of partying for those Germans.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so September 27th, what time do the festivities start?
Noon.
Noon, and they go until?
10 p.m.
All right, and that's on 9th and York Street at the Dick Brothers Brewery.
Yes.
They're going to have the street blocked off. It's going to be a party. There's going to be plenty
Yes, indeed. And can I say, it's going to be blocked off starting Friday because we have to set up.
Yeah.
It takes us a while to take down, so it will be blocked until Monday at noon.
All right. Well, thanks for letting us know about that. That's usually my way to drop my daughter off to school. So now I know to take the alternative route.
You'll have to go,
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Karen, for informing me about this. This is an event that I look forward to.
Oh, good. So I'll see you there.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Very good.
All right. Coming up next. Yep.
Gale Rublee.
I know. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Coming up next, I sit down with Gale Rublee from the Hannibal Parks and Recreation.
Utopia is now open every day from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. and till 1 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Chill out with a craft cocktail or an ice-cold beer. And Utopia's got the latest gaming machines with big jackpots ready for you to win. Need the perfect spot for your next celebration? Utopia features a beautiful event venue, available now for parties, reunions, and private events. So come see what all the buzz is about. The drinks are cold, the space is hot, and Utopia is ready for you.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tea, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday.
Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
And welcome back. I'm here with Gale Rublee from the Hannibal Parks and Recreation. She is their nature interpreter. I'm excited about this, Gale.
Yes. Well, it's a good time of year to be at the Sodalis Nature Preserve.
Okay.
And we have a program coming up on Friday at 6 p.m., one of my night hikes. This time of year with the bats returning to the mine, I try to do 2 night hikes a month, so I've got 2 coming up in October, the first and second weekend in October on Saturdays. And then on Saturday, we also had to reschedule our stargazing night, so we have that starting at 7 at Riverview Park.
So it sounds like you have a pretty busy weekend ahead of you, Gale.
Yes, and I always encourage people to go to the Hannibal Parks and Rec website to sign up for our events, because especially for the night hikes, for the STAR program, you know, anybody can come. But the night hikes, I try to limit it to about 30, just because if I get a lot more than that, it gets a little unruly.
Yeah, we don't want to lose anyone, and we don't want to disturb the bats.
Right. So, you know, we do walk back in the dark without our flashlights, and I want to make sure I don't lose anybody. That's a good point.
Okay, so Bat City. I never took Hannibal to be Bat City. You're talking about these night hikes, and this one in particular is looking at bat migration.
Right. So the Indiana bats that were discovered at the Sodalis Nature Preserve back in 2012 by a woman, Kirsten Alvey, who grew up in Hannibal, and she used to play in this old mine as a kid. And she even wrote about seeing all these bats in her 9-year-old diary. And in 2012, she was looking for a population of little brown bat to do a study on white nose syndrome. White nose syndrome is a fungus, affects the bats. 90% of our little brown bat population has died due to white nose. So she and another bat scientist, Shelley Kowalski with MDC, were looking for a population to do a study. Well, Kirsten remembers all these bats that she, saw in the mine as a kid, and she thought they were the little brown bats. And so, and now as a grown-up bat scientist, she went in and she was like, oh, these are the Indiana bats. And they're called myotis, which means mouse-eared. Sodalis means social. These bats cluster together, really close. And so you could get on a piece of paper or on something the size of a basketball, almost 200 bats.
Oh my gosh.
Because they really cluster
together.
They're
really tiny, too.
And they're tiny. They're about as, their bodies are about as big as my pinky, and their wingspan, if you stretched it out, would be about the size of my hand.
They sound so cute.
They are cute, and they have little pink noses. And so you can really tell, if you're in a mine or a cave and you see these really tight clusters of bats, that these are the Indiana bats. So at the last census in 2024, they do go in the mine. There's 20 miles of area inside this mine. And, they get like 30, 40 other biologists in there, and they, divide up into teams and count the bats, take pictures of the bats. And in the last census in 2024, they counted 222,000 of these endangered Indiana bats.
Wow.
So when Kirsten discovered the bats in 2012, within 4 short years, all these things came together to protect the bats. They built 34 specialized bat gates over all the entrances to keep people out, because, sometimes they were using the bats for target practice or driving their four-wheelers in there. And if bats get disturbed too often in hibernation, they can die.
Back. Oh,
right.
And
they'll use up their fat reserves, which is what happens when they contract white nose. So anyway, in 4 short years, they protected the bats and turned this into a beautiful park for the city of Hannibal. And one of my taglines is always like, yeah, we're known for Mark Twain, but if you're in the bat world, Hannibal is on the map.
that is so cool.
Yeah, it really is. And so the amount of bats that overwinter here represents 1/3 of the known population of the Indiana bats. Right, so this is an incredible site. It's still an active research site. U.S. Fish and Wildlife monitors the bat population. And this whole process of creating the Sodalis Nature Preserve is is an amazing partnership between U.S. Fish and Wildlife. We got mitigation funds from the Enbridge Oil Company putting in the Flanagan South Pipeline. The Conservation Fund managed cleaning up the site. It had buildings, graffiti, trash dumped everywhere. So they cleaned it up, put in the paved trails, and then volunteers have kind of repurposed these four-wheeler trails and made them, paths through the woods. So we've got about 6 miles of wooded trails. I know they're going to be doing a run there in October. And so it's just one of our best loved parks.
Almost best kept secrets, though. I still don't understand how I haven't heard of this.
Well, you just got to come on one of my night hikes.
And get on the Hannibal Parks and Recreation website. I also heard that you usually do like 3 to 4 just random events a month.
I try to do, 3 to 4 nature programs. Always usually includes a night hike. Mm-hmm. We've done a stream team monitoring of Bear Creek, which runs through the park. That's another part of the success story here. The creek has gotten cleaned up over the years as well. We found crawdads the last time and water beetles, and so those are always an indication of good water quality.
That's awesome.
And I try to come up with other nature programs, and I have the Mississippi Hills Missouri Master Naturalists chapter members help me, so that's great too.
It sounds like you have a lot of good partnerships, and I'm sure it's because they believe in what you are doing and you know about what you're doing.
Well, I always learn a lot. And one of the master naturalists and I, Kim Case, we did the SCAT program. SCAT is where it's at, which is poop. SCAT is poop. And it was so good, and I was so sorry we didn't have more people come, but we did have some, and, we hid, fake poop along the trail and, made our own poop and,
So you made fake poop, though, right?
Yeah,
okay, all right.
Brownies,
Okay.
added stuff to it. Sorry.
All right, so speaking of events, we have one other event that we're going to talk about. You said that the stargazing event got moved back, so Gale's got a back-to-back weekend. Friday is the nature hike, and then Saturday is the stargazing. Tell me a little bit about the stargazing real quick.
So we'll start around 7. Mm-hmm. I've got one telescope that's coming. So any Quincy astronomy folks, please come bring your telescopes. We had to change it from last Saturday because of the cloud cover. So it should be a fairly good night to see the stars. And Riverview Park has enough darkness around it because of the trees that it's a decent place to watch the stars.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Maybe Saturn. I gotta look at my star map and see what's going on.
For either of these events, again, they can get their information at the Hannibal Parks and Recreation website. What should they bring?
Well, for the night hike, you don't need to bring flashlights.
Okay.
I always have people walk back in the dark because your night vision has adjusted, and it's just more fun that way anyway. Just if it's a little chilly, bring a jacket. For the stargazing, you can bring a chair. Actually bringing a pair of binoculars if you have them. It's great to look at the stars through a pair of binoculars.
I was going to ask that, but I wasn't sure if that was...
Yeah, and then I'll have some star maps of what's, going on this time of year and what to look at. And as a former storyteller, I do look at the constellations and will tell a story or two about them. So that helps people remember, what they're seeing.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less. You make everything interesting, including bat poop. Thank you so much, Gale.
Bat poop glitters because of the bugs they eat, the exoskeletons of the insects. Anyway, bat poop.
There's always something.
It glitters. It is. I always learn something new.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for teaching me something new. I didn't know bat poop glittered, so I get to walk around the rest of the day with that now. Thank you, Gale, so much for being here and joining us. I hope you have a great turnout.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. All right, that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you here next week.